Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can cut this stylish blouse with an asymmetric hemline. So if it's something you would love to learn, do well to stay to the end of the video, like, share and subscribe. And if you are new here, do well to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you can be notified anytime we drop new videos. So let's get right into it. So I'm already gone ahead to rule out my vertical lines, my bust line, my under bust line, my waistline and my top length. On the top here is my shoulder line and my starting point. So I came down to mark my chest line, my bust line, my under bust line, my waistline and my top length, and I came here to mark my neck width of 3 inches. I connect from the shoulder slope with the neck width, and I mark my neck depth as well, and I connected my armhole. So this is like our basic measurement. So the next thing is to mark our dart. To mark your dart, you are going to divide your nipple to nipple by 2. My nipple to nipple divided by 2 is 3.5. I'm going to mark it on the bust line, under bust line, waistline and top length, and I'll go ahead and connect the point this way. On the under bust line, I'm going to mark 1 inch on both sides of this line, and if you're a plus size person, you can mark 1.5 inch on the center front and 2 inch on the side front. I'll mark the same thing on the waistline, then I'll connect the 2 points together like this. From the top length, I'm going to come up by 3 inches. Then I'll connect my dart to that point. So I'm going to come down from the bust line by 1 inch. Then I'll connect with my curve rule to meet that point. So I'm going to mark my nipple to nipple measurement here on the chest line as well. Then I'm going to go up by 1.5 inches. It depends on how low you want your neck to be. So I went up by 1.5 inches. You can do 2 inches or 1 inch. It depends on where you want your blouse to start from. Then I'll mark the nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 here as well. I will extend the dart leg all the way to this point. We're going to do our over bust tightening here, and I'm going to be marking 7/8 on both sides of this line like this, and connect back to the initial line with my curve rule. So the next thing is to impute our round body measurement. We've already marked our bust measurement. I'll mark my under bust here, replace the 2 inch for that. I'll come to the waistline, mark my waist measurement. I'll replace the 2 inch for that. I'll come to the top length, divide my hip and mark it here. Then I'm going to connect my markings this way. Please make sure your paper is on fold when you are drafting this. So this blouse has like a little sweetheart here. The sweetheart is not that deep, so I came down by 1 inch and connected back to that line, and this is basically it. I'm going to mark my bust down. This is the difference you have from your shoulder to your waist in front and back, and mine is 1.5 inches. So I came down by the 1.5 inches. I've connected back to the bust line this way. We are going to be cutting this out, and this is basically, I'll transfer the measurement to the other side. I didn't connect my markings well, so I just cleaned up and then reconnected my lines. So after that, I'll trace all this measurement to the other side this way. You can see it here, and you can see this little sweetheart we have here, and this is it. The next thing is to create that style line we have on the hemline. So I'm going to come down from the waistline by 3 inches here, and I'm going to fold my dart. I'm going to close out my dart before I roll out this line. So I'll draw from that 3.5 inches to the end, and then take it all the way to this point as well. So I came up by 1/2 inch to give it a little curve there, and this is basically it for the pattern drafting. You can see how easy it is. So if you have watched to this point and you have not yet subscribed, please do it to hit the subscribe button. Subscription is totally free. Like, if you have any question, drop it in the comment section. So you can see how beautiful this looks. So we're going to keep this aside so we can work on the back pattern. For the back pattern, I've already ruled out my necessary line, my bust line, waistline, my top length and my zipper allowance. I'm going to come here to divide my shoulder measurement by 2. At that point, I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope, mark my neck width of 3 inches, connect from the shoulder slope into the neck width. I'll come down to mark my neck depth of 1.5 inches. Then I'll connect. I'll come here to mark my arm length just the way we did on the front pattern. We are basically repeating what we did on the front pattern. I'll connect this point across this way, and this line now become our chest line. I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement here to get a straight line. I'll connect from the shoulder slope to this point here. Then I'm going to come here to mark the midpoint of this line. At that point, I'll go in by 1/2 inch, come to the chest line, mark my bust measurement there, and I'm going to connect with my curve rule to form my armhole. The next thing is to mark my dart. I'm going to mark my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 on the bust line, waistline, and on the top length. And I'll go ahead and connect the point together this way. On the waistline, I'm going to mark 1/2 inch on both sides of the dart leg. From the top length, I'll come up by 3 inches, then I'll connect from the 1/2 inch to that 3 inches, and then connect it up. So the next thing is to impute our measurement. We've already marked our bust measurement. I'll mark my waist measurement, add my sewing allowance, and replace the 1 inch for that. I'll mark my hip measurement here, then add my sewing allowance. I'll go ahead and connect my markings this way. So I'm going to come to the waistline here, mark 1/2 inch here. This is to prevent our zip from bulging after sewing, and I'm going to connect it slightly up and down. We are going to cut out this excess we don't need here, and this is basically it. I'll go ahead and cut this out. It's a very simple tutorial. You can see how easy it is to draft out this style. So if you have watched to this point, like I said, and you have not subscribed, please do well to subscribe, like, and share. Very important. And this is the back pattern. I'm going to come up here by 1/2 inch and connect back into the dart leg to give it a nice curve around here like this, and I'll cut that part off. So this is the back pattern and this is the front. Very easy to draft. So we've come to the end of today's tutorial. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.